Good morning, all. This is Jack from Charting the Markets, and this is the pre-market webinar for the morning of Thursday, the 16th of October. My disclaimer, I do this for educational purposes only. I'm here to share my technical analysis with you. I hope you can take some what I'm doing, learn from it, transfer it to your own charts. I'm not here to issue trading signals. This is a video for paying subscribers at chartingthemarkets.substack.com, and it's published on YouTube after a delay of 24 hours. All right, let's have a look at ES. Now, ES, I've had a close look here. I'm not seeing any obvious bear flags here. I'm not seeing any decently formed rising wedges here. I have no current reason to think this is a flag, but I'm obviously slightly that it might be. Hey, Doug, I was just saying that I've had a close look at these patterns from the lows here, and I'm not seeing any obvious reason to think that they are flag setups or not found any decent rising wedges. There's no particular reason to think that these are about to break down. We're holding the weekly pivot. We came back and tested that on the last downswing, and the obvious next move is a retest of the high. Now, today is the bullish leading day this week. We only had one strongly directional day this week, and it's today. That is 71.4% bullish, and this would seem a good day to go back and retest the high, or at the very least break over the daily middle bands on ES and Dia. Looking at NQ, the same. Could this be a double top here? Yes, nothing really suggests that it is. And we've got bullish directionality today. I'm thinking that this is the obvious day to break up. If we break down and retest the lows, however, we might be looking at another leg down, A, B, C, and might go significantly lower. RTY, we've already gone back up and retested the high here. We've got a not particularly great looking double top, not nearly as nice as this one, which already broke down and failed. But potentially yes. YM, again, leaning towards the upside. DAX, possible bear flag or double bottom here, and ESTX, we've got a double bottom here that's already broken up with a target at a retest of this high. Let's have a look at the bigger picture charts. Now, looking at the daily charts, we had another day yesterday where the daily middle band closed the day at 66.74. SPX closed at 66.71, basically closing on the middle band. This isn't a break above it, but it is encouraging if we can see some more upside today. And obviously, we're coming into the day significantly up. We've got no RSI and no sell signal here on the hourly chart, although we do have a couple of these elsewhere. Qs actually was an odd one because this closed down day before yesterday. Well, we had the big decline, then we closed back over the daily middle band, then we closed below it, and yesterday we closed back above it again. Closed at 602 with the Bollinger Band at 600, middle Bollinger Band at 683. So this is closed back above, a little weak, but nonetheless encouraging for consolidating that and heading back into the high. On the hourly chart, no current divergence either. Okay, looking at Dia. Dia, we saw another close below. No, another. Did we? Yeah. Okay. Daily middle band were closed at 46303, and we closed slightly below it again after a fairly vigorous break up over it intraday. Again, we're just below it. This is encouraging for a break up, and if we're going to see that, today's the day to do it. We do have a little RSI 5 sell signal fixed on the hourly chart, and we've got another one of those on IWM, I think. I had a very close look at these on the 5-minute charts, and I really wasn't seeing much indication that we've got patterns suggesting a breakdown here. It doesn't mean we couldn't, but there's no real pointers suggesting that that is a strong possibility. In terms of IWM, obviously we think we got slightly over the 3SD upper bands at 252.43. We tested that intraday, so it might be a good time for a little bit of a retracement. We will see, but obviously we're not worried about the daily middle band here. We have left it far behind. In terms of the hourly chart, we've got a little RSI 5 sell signal fixed there too. Not sure how seriously to take that. We will see how that goes. All right, looking at DAX. DAX, we held the daily middle band on the last move down. That is a very obvious area to hold. So I'm leaning towards, and it was a nice little test too of also the 50 DMA. So I'm leaning towards the upside on that. And Nikkei is forming a new government at the moment. We saw a modest retracement on the on the fall of the governing coalition, but it looks as though they'll be appointing another prime minister today. So we will see. All right, great. Let's have a look at DX. DX, we've got a nice bull flag here. It's really not bad at all. This is a nice bull flag megaphone, and I'm leaning towards seeing a breakup. We have a mirror possible flag, but not as nice bear flag on the euro, and we never quite retested the low here, so I'm leaning towards this being a bear flag. GBP USD, we had a little level bottom which broke up. That's got a target. That's got a target in the 1.348 to 1.35 area. Hasn't made that target yet. Possible 60-minute sell signal brewing. And USD JPY, which again would be supportive of the US dollar going up from here. We've got a nice looking falling wedge here, which underthrew yesterday and has recovered back above. Overall, I'm leaning towards seeing some upside action here. On the dollar, we'll see. ZB, we've got a possible overall double top here. We will see how that goes. ZN, I'm thinking might turn down here as well, because I drew in a couple of days ago this possible megaphone resistance, and we went up, we hit it, and we reversed there so far. So it may be that we're going to see a pullback before probably my lean would be coming back up and making this IHS target in the 113.25 area. Could make that directly, of course, but that would be my lean. CL could be bottoming out here short term. Nice looking little level bottom. Nice looking little level bottom on HO as well, and we've got a weak 6-minute buy signal fixed. Although I didn't draw in the arrow for some reason. Hang on a second. I'm just going to draw that in now. So I am wondering about a rally here, but probably going to see more downside after that. I'm going to be doing. I will have a post out today or tomorrow on this, talking about the bigger picture on oil. This is one of two posts, because the other thing is. The first thing is I'm going to write a post talking about the possibility that we're going to see a serious rally on oil starting soon. And the second post is going to be about why I think the fossil fuel market's likely to disappear in the next 20 years, just because it's more expensive than the alternatives now. NG, we've got a 60-minute buy signal fixed. Hasn't made the possible near miss target yet. Wondering whether this might be an overall double bottom. We do have a seasonally strong period here. It's delivered nothing so far, but it might yet. GC is continuing higher. I've actually got a little weak 60-minute sell signal brewing here, but there's not really much reason to think this is about to turn around. We do have a possible double top set up here on silver, and a weak 60-minute sell signal which hasn't reached target yet. I would be wary about shorting precious metals here, frankly. Palladium is continuing higher. We've got a possible serious breakup on palladium. We had that on platinum a few weeks ago, but both still potentially going a long way further up to the upside. HG, we've got possible topping action here. Got to say, on what I'm seeing here, I'd be leaning towards a flag, possibly coming down and testing the monthly pivot short term, and then probably going back up and retesting this high. Looking at KC, we've broken back up over the monthly pivot with some force. I'm leaning towards seeing a retest of this high. We could, of course, go A, B, C. Not a lot of indication of that. We've got a 6-minute sell signal fixed, but that's made most of the way to the target already. I'd be leaning towards seeing this retest in the near future, and I've got that at about 424. SB, possible bottoming action and larger double bottom. CC, looks like a little bear flag setting up a retest of this low. That could give us a larger rally, but I would say that here at about the 6250 area, we broke some major support, and it may well be that we'll just resume the downtrend. CT, still wondering about this going lower as part of a larger bottoming pattern. Lumber, the double top broke down and failed. I think we may be forming an overall bear flag on ZW. Wondering about a retest of this low, but again, we've got quite promising overall bullish setups on wheat and corn. Corn could be a double bottom here, kind of oversized, but this was quite a nice looking flag which broke up here, and then we've made a slightly lower low. I am wondering about a retest of the high next, but I gotta say it's not an awesome setup for it. But that would be my lean. Soy, we've got a potential double bottom here, which is thinking about breaking up. Haven't quite made the target down here at about the 998 area for the double top. ZL looks like a bear flag forming. Live cattle at the moment, we've retested the high after the triangle and we are continuing higher. That was a significant possibility and no issues with that really. It can go higher if it wants to. HE, this looks like a bull flag forming, a little bull flag wedge, slight underthrow there. I'm watching to see whether that's going to break up today. If so, that may well take us back into a retest of this high here in about the 91.45 area. All right, great. Let's have a quick look at questions. Yeah, no worries, mate. So in that case, I think that's a wrap. Everyone take care, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow morning.